It's a shallow bitch today. We're pretty much in a drought around here. So there's some spots that are a little challenging to get through. We're here for the fun, we're here for the eggs. We don't care. The beauty of it, like things like that, just a little creek rolling on into the river. It's just a nice thing to look at. It's just pretty. And then, you know, when you're talking about a river width for the entirety of the float, something like this, you're just, you know, you never know what you're going to get a little bit. I mean, I've floated a creek that reaches to the Mississippi, so it's a little different. But this is probably maybe like relatively cool in that similar manner of detailing, I suppose. Fire going and make some breakfast. There's a little bit of a downed tree log here, you can see, kinda, or limb. Got a really big zucchini from the garden I'm gonna chop up and do a couple other things with my breakfast here. Just beach camping on a kayak trip. This is Critter Life 101. I usually camp on my birthday, which was yesterday, so I did this year. So I did not bring a cooking grate like I normally do. So I'm going to kind of do for this open fire cook is use this bigger piece of wood left over from the fire last night and this bigger piece of wood here to rest the cast on. Basically after all this gets kind of burnt down into embers. It's going to be a nice Sunday out here. Definitely got some work to do in the garden today and some other errands to take care of. So I'm not sure how soon I'll get this video online. I'd like to catch up on video editing, but I don't think today is going to be the day. So thanks for viewing this thing later on in life from when I recorded it, probably quite a while-ish. Nothing like beach camping, baby. Alright. I'm not in a major rush to cook. I didn't quite have enough embers in the middle there either, so I'm just adding some more wood to the top. And I kind of just felt a sprinkle. I'm really hoping I'm not about to get rained on, especially not hard. Because I definitely don't have a raincoat or any preparation for the possibility of getting rained on. It's been so rainless lately, it would still kind of feel nice anyways, but might get a little chilly. Hopefully this doesn't turn into keeping the fire going for once because of rain. One thing I did remember, it's going to come in nice and handy, is a cutting board. Big old zucchini. I go, yeah, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. I didn't really bring like a particular knife for cutting veggies, but the pocket knife will work just fine. An old timer. The oven's just preheating still, or the stove, whatever you want to call it. Gonna be some big pieces. Just gonna throw them on with some hamburgers. See, the thing is, unlike usual when I camp, I didn't really prepare well. Usually I come super well prepared if I know I'm gonna camp. In this case, I was kind of thinking, maybe I'm gonna. Kind of officially made the decision about 20 minutes before it was kind of time to get on the water. So I just threw some things in real quick. So I got some brats that are bacon cheddar brats in there and some hamburger. I'm just gonna save the brats for later today, do something with them, and maybe get some hot dog buns. And just throw some zucchini and hamburger in the cast iron with some Cavenders, of course. Cavenders is hard to beat. And probably a little regular salt and pepper and a little cayenne pepper as well. That'll be breakfast. Hopefully it don't rain. And then we'll be on the way. Thanks for tuning in. The rain's definitely bringing on a sprinkle. It actually feels really beautiful. I lowered the fire up a little bit just in case, but you can see sun right there. I got a little drizzle coming on. I might even get to see a rainbow. And it's only like fucking literally rained where I live like in the last month. Like this is probably the third time, like this moment of my life right now. Of course, it happens to be like a time at which I'm trying to cook on a fire, but that's all right. Yeah, buddies. So I mentioned I came underprepared. All I have to drink is 1 beer and 1 pop. Forgot water. So that also would kind of suck. Well, I could collect rainwater to drink. Find some good agates, a good number of them. Rock hunting yesterday too on my birthday, which was kind of cool. This is a really sweet, full of veiny lines one. Look at that baby. Heck yeah. Here's a few others. No lines in that one, but pretty neat. Couple cool little fossils. And I got more. I'm gonna let that flame die off a little bit there in the corner and kind of get this bigger piece of the one I was still gonna use for my resting spot out here, and plan to rest the cast iron right. Let this die off a little bit here and rest the cast iron right here. Alright, so since I'm going to just like sit right here and cook on the cast iron, these flames are kind of in my way still. So I'm just going to push these 3 kind of bigger-ish pieces over to where I'm going to do my cast and get a little more ember life under there, and I should have plenty to cook with. And since I don't have any water to drink, I probably won't stay much longer after that. Worst comes to worst, I could boil some river water, but I'm not going to need to do that. Shout out to Rory for making pickles from the cucumbers from the garden. Great thing about gardening is growing your own food and eating your own food, and friends, you know, doing stuff like this for you. So thanks to Ben for that. And I don't have any cooking spray or anything, so I'm going to use pickle juice as my cooking spray to oil the pan down a little bit here first. Get that firm base to hold that cast up. Alright. Apply a little pickle juice. Apply hamburger. I did remember a spatula-like item. Fuck, did I just drop in the sand? That darn flame. I just had to stick that tree that far through for a cooking fire. That was my bad. Probably could have let the pan warm up first, but that's alright. Gonna get some seasonings on. Alright, the hamburger's coming along pretty good. Kind of like cooking on low at home, I suppose, is how she's going. Once the pan gets hot, it'll go a little quicker now. I'm also without oven mitt or anything, so I'm probably not gonna actually drain any of the grease out before I put the zucchini in. I'm just gonna add it in and let the grease, you know, kind of balance out. It's good, it's healthy, it's a vegetable, so let's get some fat sucked into it. I'm basically going to let the hamburger brown and then just throw the zucchini on. I don't want to have any of my hamburger uncooked before I start stirring it around with zucchini. And I'll let you know how it turns out. I've definitely never had these two things together. Usually if I do, especially at breakfast, there'd be eggs maybe mixed in. Forgot them. Usually potato and onion. Forgot them. And, you know, especially this year with the garden, peppers, forgot them. But I am using zucchini from the garden, so that's pretty neat. The sky above, you can see I am cooking in the rain a little bit, which is pretty neat and fun to do. Just a drizzle, obviously, but it's righteous. Thanks for tuning in. I want the zucchini. There's some kind of bigger chunks too, some a little smaller, some a little bigger. I only used about half of that big hunk I just saw, just because there's so much of it, as you can see. Try not to spill any of it and get it cooked. Got a bigger cast iron too, or even two to cook with at once for bigger meals, or meals with a lot of things mixed in. Forgot them. I do at least have a plastic bag, a good bread bag. I can save the leftovers of this with easily, so I will salvage my leftovers as long as it's not bad, which I don't think it'll be too bad. Little pickle juice base in the hamburger to mix in the zucchini now. Don't forget that Cavender's, people. I did go with not quite as much cayenne as I normally do, since I have one beer to drink and one pop to drink, and that's it. Ooh, and the rain's coming down a little harder now. Wouldn't you fucking know it? Just as I'm finishing my meal, just as the zucchini goes on, the good Lord is presenting the garden that's just a mile or two away with a nice Mother Naturely drink. And me, a nice sprinkle on my back while I cook on a fire, you know. When you're in the middle of what's pretty much a fucking drought, it's kind of cool. Drought's an exaggeration, but it's pretty gnar on the low frequency of which it's rained lately. Like the whole summer, basically. So this is getting interesting with the rain coming down. I should probably reclose the tent door quick. Okay, so now with the rain consistently holding, coming down a little higher, the sky's not super dark though. I'm not too worried it's gonna carry on forever. I doubt it'll last more than 10 minutes even. But I misjudged the amount of time I should have cooked these zucchini compared to the hamburger. I know that already for sure. I didn't factor in the fact that they're huge and ginormous and there's only so much room in the pan. And at this point, yeah, I'm bummed that I messed that up. Definitely not cooked all the way through, but good, but good. Won't take much longer, really. But the rain's concerning me about wanting to put more wood on. It's almost too late to restoke a flame now. Well, not really. There's embers under here still cooking, obviously, so I probably won't need it. It feels good. I'm keeping my sweatshirt in the tent for when the rain stops in case I do get a little cold. And I can basically kind of eat and let it keep cooking here. Help myself stay warm in the rain. Good hamburger. Get some zucchini and hamburger in a bite here. Test out the mix. Hot. It's good. Just grabbing something out of the fridge and freezer last second. Not bad. Well, my recording device isn't exactly waterproof, so stay tuned and thanks for tuning in. Raining. I got the zucchini hamburger mix slid to the side, just kind of simmering now, and got flame re-going just in case. I'm gonna get stuck in the rain for a while with no raincoat and stuff. Could get cold, so always good to keep a flame. Always good to have a lighter, even if you don't smoke. The nasty things that give you cancer or the good stuff, you know, it's always good to have a lighter either way. Or maybe if you get caught in the rain and need a fire to stay warm, like I'm doing right now. Na 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 na. So the rain definitely hasn't let up. You can see I got some added bigger pieces in the fire now. I'm doing some gathering. There's no raincoat, but all I gotta do is keep a fire going, stay close to stay warm. So I'm not gonna over exuberantly gather a bunch of wood because I don't think it's gonna rain forever. So it's been raining like 40 minutes now. You can see I'm just sitting right here next to the fire staying warm, and I'm about to have to gather more wood probably. It is just starting to light up and kind of brighten up, so I think I might be in the clear. 40-minute rain. I'm glad I kept the flame going. So beautiful out here. Well, it's actually been almost a full month since I made that video, and I ended up, as I recall, putting putting wood on the fire to stay warm for like another 45 minutes or half an hour. I got kind of sick of it. It was only about another 30 minutes of floating into town where I was heading and stuff. So came underprepared, but got food, stayed warm, and it was fun. Stay tuned. Thanks for checking this one out.